Wow, what a performance, what a result. Mark my words, getting a point at the King Power Stadium, the way in which we played, unbelievable. This is my match reaction to Leicester City 1, Wrexham 1 in the EFL Championship. Welcome along to AVFTS Wrexham. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whenever you're tuning into this match reaction. Make sure you are dropping a like. Can we get 50 likes on this video? Subscribe to the channel if you're new and get in the comments whether you're a Leicester fan, a Wrexham fan, a neutral fan. What were your thoughts on this game and do you agree with what I'm about to say? Some of the key headlines then to take away from today. Nathan Broadhead, first league goal for Wrexham, and what a goal it was. Again, a very solid, consistent display from back to front from Wrexham. And certainly, again, another record to hold on to. Wrexham continue to score in every league game so far this season and also broke Leicester's record of these 3 clean sheets in a row. Unbelievable. And I've got to start, and I want to give a few people flowers, some credit, where really I haven't done enough this season. Phil Parkinson, substitutes today, spot on. Absolutely nailed it with his timings today. Reacted early enough when he took off Sheaf and Windass and brought on James in that respect. I also believe that actually the timing of taking off Kabore and Longman worked really well. The only one maybe could have brought on Smith a little bit earlier for Kiefer Moore, but I know he was hanging out for that one chance, that one cross, that one opportunity that might have landed to Kiefer. But for the first time today, I saw Parky react really quickly and really astutely to the game that he saw. Massive flowers for that. Another player who needs so much credit for me today is Dobson. O'Brien, we're going to talk about him again in a minute, who's basically been running the show for Wrexham this season. But Dobson, the workhorse, the engine, has finally arrived on the scene for me for Wrexham in the Championship. He was on a different level. He had his Gatorade, he had his Red Bull, he had his Lucozade, he had all of it combined. This guy was a machine in there, winning tackles, pressing, up and down, everywhere to be seen. I absolutely love it. Another player, again, what I actually see a massive improvement in this side is Dom Hyam in the centre-back position. And again, apologies if I keep butchering his name wrong. People have called me out on that. But he is a rock in there. Completely different to Connor Cody. Massive, massive presence, pace, timing of the tackle, blocks. And all of a sudden, Max Cleworth and Lewis Brunt look better players. They look calmer. They know that they're not going to get spun in behind. And that, for me, is a massive addition to this Wrexham side. Getting Hyman on deadline day and coming in that centre-back role, he's absolutely killing it. But let's talk now. Leicester City are a side that should be looking to go up. With the depth of players that they've had, coming down from the Premier League, this team on paper should be absolutely cooking. Fatawu and Mononga, the other winger, I think I've just butchered his name wrong, Jeremy, he was pocketed today. Fatawu, do you want to get out of Longman and Brunt's pocket? Yeah, because those two did an absolute job on him. So left-footed, they knew what to do, and they kept to the job. They kept to the task. On the other side, Isa Kabore showed that he can go both ways. Kabore defensively was incredible, and going forward, what an output he is. We locked down their flanks, we locked down their wide players, and that really nullified everything that Leicester had. It's very clear, to get something against Leicester City, you just have to stop their wide men, because they've got nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. The goal, though, I've got to admit, I'm very frustrated about the goal we conceded today. The goal was a shambles. The one moment of lapse of concentration from Lewis Brunt cost us, and this is the difference in this league. I don't know why Lewis Brunt charged out and tried to go and engage with the ball, but a quick 1-2 between James and Daka. He gets spun, massive space for James. But there's still that avoidable chance for the goal because Arthur, art thou Arthur, what has happened to this guy? Chocolate arm and wrist. So weak. He actually gets down. All he has to do is tip that ball around the post. He makes contact with it. But his arm, as I said, is like chocolate. It's weak. It's flaky. It's like a chocolate teapot. It's just useless. And he is so weak in those big moments. And he hasn't got a strong enough arm. And it goes in. frustrating because I'm annoyed at Brunt because he was so good until that moment. And Arthur, his first thing he has to do is make that save, and he lets us down. But apart from that, the defence was solid. But in that first half, we had two big opportunities. Kiefer Moore's half chance. Kabore crosses the ball, Kiefer heads it, Kiefer chests it down. He's got a yard of space, he's off balance, and he puts his right shot wide. It would have been a difficult chance to score, but nonetheless a chance he could be at Bury. But the Lewis O'Brien one, and again, if you want to really have a theme of Wrexham season, it's this. How many times are Wrexham going to have massive one-on-one situations with big chances and not convert them, and then look back? That was a massive one, and O'Brien knows that. Arthur has the ball. He kicks it forward to Kiefer. Kiefer tries to flick it on, and does. But it's too much. And the defender, Hamza Chowdhury, is covering up. Tries to pass it back to the keeper. Messes it up. O'Brien hassling, wins it. Is through one-on-one, 7-8 yards out. Just has to put it in the net. Tries to chip the keeper stupidly. I don't know why he tries that type of finish. The one where you just loft it over the keeper as they go to ground. A little bit of, I call it the messy finish. Just a little dink. Puts it wide of the post. He just has to bury that, and it's a different situation. And then, of course, Leicester do score their goal. But the fight and the resilience that Wrexham showed in the second half of the timings of the subs, the equaliser was deserved. For all the possession that Leicester had in that first 15-20 minutes of the second half, they really did nothing with it. A few crosses, a few flash shots, but nothing to trouble Arthur. He didn't really have to do anything. And Wrexham grew with confidence as they kept Leicester only to the 1-0. And they were going through the wing backs and they were going forward into Kiefer. But the man who always seems to have that extra yard, who is so good on the ball, is Lewis O'Brien. Lewis O'Brien, out-muscling Vestergaard, a person twice his side, bodies him on the byline, doesn't give in. Vestergaard can't believe he's been hit by the little man, who then has the vision, the calmness, the technical ability to pick out Nathan Broadhead, who runs onto the ball. A beautiful finish into that corner, and Broady is the man. That was a great goal. Heart and passion from O'Brien, and a great finish from Broadhead. And it wasn't over there. Broadhead had a massive chance, didn't he? Again, O'Brien, resilient, determination, keeps the ball alive over Christensen, goes to shoot, it's blocked. Smith, alive, heads it back to Broadhead, who steps up, takes a touch, tries to bend it into the top corner and just goes wide. That was the last chance. And then people, if you're watching that game, it really felt like Leicester were going to lose and Wrexham were going to get that winner. But overall, for me, one of the best performances of this season because of who they played, how they stuck to a game plan. And for me, the first time I looked at it, Parky really has got this team on the same page. They really are playing to a tune and they really do believe in themselves. What a game, what a performance, what a result. People, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Make sure you smash a like, subscribe, get in the comment section. Want to hear from all fans, Wrexham rivals, Leicester fans. Let's hear from you. I'm out of here. Ta-da.